going.
Alright, so I'm here with Ben from Goatwhore. They just played tonight on the Summer Slaughter tour.
And they kicked ass.
My first background commentary for the video.
Oh yeah, well, you know, yeah. we all kick in.
Randy's my sidekick, so.
Okay, gotcha.
Or one of my sidekicks, there's plenty of us.
It's kind of like Waldorf and Statler and Muppets and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes.
So how's the tour been going since you guys?
It's been good. It's been really good, you know. I think this year too, with the way Summer Slaughter is, there's a lot more like brutal kind of bands on it, you know, like Origin, Decrepit Birth, you know, Dying Fetus, you know. I think it's just all around like heavier package.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of the bands that are involved in it this year. So.
This is your second time playing this tour.
Yeah, we played it 2 years ago, and Cannibal Corpse was the headliner, and then it had like Between the Buried and Me and some other Periphery, Veil of Maya. So it was a little bit more kind of obscure kind of metal kind of things going on. Yeah. But this one has a little bit more, I'd say, brutality in it.
Definitely.
Yeah, when I watch Origin play, all I can think of is that line in Spaceballs. It was like, prepare ship for ridiculous speed.
Yeah, definitely.
But, and then you just released a new album, put out a video. What was the video that you did?
Well, they did two. They did like one of those lyric videos for FBS, and then we did like a real video for Bearing Teeth from Revolt. And we have another video that's going to be coming out later on down the line too as well. So
who directed that?
The Bearing Teeth for the Revolt one was done by David Brodsky. He did our past videos and everything. He's done a whole bunch of people's videos. He's really good. He's got really good eye for things and how things are situated in them. You know, he's a great guy all around. He does a really good job.
You guys are going to be playing something for Goatwhore, aren't you?
Yeah, coming up on the 16th. That's next Saturday in Richmond. It's the barbecue, but it's also kind of like a memorial. Like they do barbecue every year, but this year it's special.
They're doing the memorial for Odorous,
For Odorous, Dave, Rocky, you know. So it's very intimate, but it'll be a lot of people too, so they're supporting it. It'll be good. Get there early. We play early, and I mean the bands. I mean it starts really early because the bands only go until like about 5 or 6 o'clock. But yeah, it's gonna be a really good time, man. It's gonna be a good time. It's for a good cause too.
Now, a couple of bands wanted me to ask you: is there any plans for Silent Green 20th anniversary? I think it was Pussy Galore or whatever.
Pussy Soul.
Pussy Soul.
I don't know. All I know is we just did that Maryland Death Fest thing, you know, and if something else might pop up in the future, I'm not sure. I'm not really. Everybody's got, like, Brian's really busy. Like God just put out a new record, so he's been busy with that. And Tommy is busy with Crowbar. They put out a new record, and then Goatwhore put out a new record. So, you know, a lot of things are going on there. So it's really it's a complicated machine.
We're back, some technical difficulties, and let's continue here.
Take two. So, is there any chance of ever doing like a New Orleans band's like show, you know, with like you guys, I Hate God, Crowbar?
Shit, I don't even know, man. It's possible. I mean, it's funny because in the past we've done like numerous shows, you know, kind of like the idea of like where were you when, you know? I mean, because we all used to do that a lot, but now it just seems like all the band's always so busy, there's never really a solid thing of, you know, putting all of them together for a show. It'd be unique, you know? Even like back in the day, they did a tour, it was Crowbar, I Hate God, Soul and Green, and it toured through the US. And I know a lot of people be like, holy shit, what the fuck, you know? But it's just like, it was back a ways, it was before, you know, people were really into the whole thing. So.
You guys...
You know, it's funny because we do plays like, we were doing, Goatwhore was out with Watain, and then at the end we were on our way home and we were doing dates to get home, because the last show was like in Toronto, so we were doing dates to get home. And 2 of the shows we played with I Hate God on the way home, because they were on tour and we managed to be crossing paths. So every now and then, you know, things kind of cross and you do certain things together. So.
You also play the Phil Ensemble's horror convention there too.
Yeah, we did that last year. Yeah, we're not doing it this year, but that was really good last year. It was fucking awesome.
What's the next step for you guys after Summer Slaughter's done?
Okay, so we do the barbecue thing, and then we're going to be doing 5 shows with Sam Hain. It's like their
Nice.
30th anniversary or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's 2 of them are on the West Coast in LA and San Francisco, and that's in September. And then at the end of October into the beginning of November, there's 3 shows on the East Coast in New York City, Philadelphia, and Washington D.C. So we're going to be doing that. And then I think we're going to be doing something in Mexico City, and then we're going to go to Europe at the beginning of November into about December 20th with Dying Fetus and Falgoust.
Nice. Very cool.
We got a pretty packed schedule for the rest of this year, and then going into the new year, I'm sure things will kind of pop up as it goes along. You know, once the record drops, it's just like, bam, go.
Yeah.
Things start to kind of fall into place. It's just like, you never know what's going to happen. Everything just kind of tumbles out, and then you just go.
You guys seem like a band that enjoys touring, or like.
Well, yeah, I mean, we do, and then, like, I think we just did so much of it in the past. It's just at this point where we're just like, I guess we're a little pickier, and we don't do it as much as we've done in the past, because now we can kind of choose our battles in a sense.
Yeah.
You know, I think in the past we were trying to get out there as much as possible because, you know, feeding everything into people as much as possible, and so people would be familiar with what they're doing.
Very cool. So that's about it.
Sure?
Yeah.
Come on. Pull one more out of you.
Actually, what's it been like for you being a metal fan, getting to watch more of Angela tonight on the Summer Slaughter?
Oh, it's, you know what? It's really cool, like being with them, because even growing up, you know, I'm gonna show my age here, but I saw them for Altars of Madness. I saw them for Blessed Are the Sick. You know, I saw them for Covenant. You know, it's unique. You know, even when Dave Vincent wasn't involved. You know, like for Gateways and stuff. I had toured with them then as well. But it's unique. You know, they're coming back and they're playing a lot of really like fucking awesome songs from the old material. You know,
good deal.
All the way up to, you know, really far. And actually, they're even playing some things from Gateways, which is respectful on Dave Vincent's part, since he didn't even, you know, really wasn't involved with the band at that point and doing vocals, and he's actually singing, you know, a song from fucking Gateways. That's, I have to say, that's pretty fucking, you know, ballsy. You know, he's definitely just, instead of him being like, well, no, we're not going to do that, you know, he just fucking gets in there and does it. It's fucking awesome.
Good deal.
Very cool. And you actually have had the chance to watch a lot of great bands, you know, touring with them. You know, you got to play with Frost.
Yeah.
You got to play with Exodus.
Yeah, I got to play with Venom. Got to play with Emperor. We're going to be playing with Samhain. It's awesome. Everything kind of unfolds in a fucking strange fashion. You know, when you're growing up and you're just kind of, you see these bands, and then you're in a band, and you think about, you know, you sit there and you go, yeah, what if we were playing with like Venom? And you'll never think that later on down the line something like that would fall into place, you know. And then it's just like, it's there, and like you're sitting there with like Kronos in this venue, and he's like, it's before the show, and he's having a coffee, and he's telling you stories about shit that happened when he was younger in Venom, and it's just like, holy shit, this is fucking surreal, you know? Or you're sitting
doesn't get much better than that, does it?
You're sitting with Tom G. Warrior and he's telling you stories, you know? It's just like, holy fucking shit. And not only that, you know, sometimes I think, you know, when you play with bands that you idolize or bands that, you know, have influenced you know, you have this little thing in the back of your head like, oh, I hope they're not assholes, because it's going to ruin the, in a way you don't want to meet them because you're like, it's going to ruin the whole imagery.
The mystique is, yeah.
But then when you do meet them, like those instances, and they're fucking awesome, it just solidifies it even more of like, holy fucking shit, this band's awesome, the people in it were awesome, and they're willing to fucking like sit down and talk with you and everything, so that's a fucking great experience. And I have to say, every band that we've toured with, like even Exodus and things like that, everybody has been fucking awesome, and they've been way fucking cool.
Now, if you had the chance to tour with them again, with Sousa back in the band, would you be all for it?
Yeah, I'd tour with, you know, fucking, those guys are really fucking cool, man. I mean, I do like, you know, Exodus has had its changes ups and everything, and I love what Rob Dukes does, and Rob Dukes is a fucking good friend of ours as well, you know, but I saw him back in the day with Sousa. I was young, man, what, but yeah, I mean, we tour with them fucking no matter what, man, because we know all the other guys really well, so
one kind of silly question. Is there ever any possibility, you know, I saw you play with Testament when you were in Soylent Green. You seem to play air guitar a lot on stage. You're going to have an air guitar off with Chuck Billy at some point?
I don't know. Chuck Billy's got some years on me, man. I don't know if I'd win that one, man. That's like, you know, you're putting me up against somebody that has way more years on me than I do. I mean, I'll go against him if it has to come to it. I'll go in. I have a good teacher though. You know, I have Sammy. Sammy taught me.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty good. But then he has like Alex Skull, and he's got, look at all the years of testament of the people. You know, James Murphy,
Alex.
You know, it's like shit, man. That's a lot to deal with, man. But hell, if he said, hey, you know, we gotta do it, I'll be like, all right, I guess so. And I'll put my ass into it. So.
Very cool. Well, we thank you for your time.
No problem, man. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Yes. Good deal. Yes. Goatwhore, or as we like to say, I got to do this once, Rick. Goatwhore.
Yeah.